How to recognize if you have a father wound. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Atika, also known as Claudia, and I am a life coaching psychologist. I help people heal their triggers and traumas by recognizing and becoming more aware of their patterns that have kept them stuck. And also, if you're going through an awakening and you don't understand what's going on, I can guide you through it. So today's video is going to be about how to recognize if we have a father wound, and this goes for males and females, and I'll explain the differences. So the first sign could be having resentment towards the masculine. And why this happens is because maybe when we were growing up, our father was unavailable or had narcissistic tendencies that could have caused you to hold anger or resentment towards your father, consciously or unconsciously. And this shows up differently for men and for women. So for women, it could show up in a way like the relationships they attract, and also through money, right? Because maybe in relationships, they can end up, women will tend to attract men that are unavailable, that are either married, have a girlfriend, or live in another country, okay? And also it could show up where the woman is the one that wants to start planning the dates, like being in more control because they didn't have that father figure. Maybe their father was unavailable, so it will tend to manifest into the relationships women attract, right? You'll end up attracting men that are unavailable too. So it could also show up like where women tend to attract men that are more into their feminine side, because the woman takes on the role of the masculine, right? Like planning the dates and being in control, because you have the father wounding and you don't feel safe to trust a masculine energy. So that's where the resentment of the masculine comes in, as well as it also shows up in money, right? The way you see money, you might see money as you can't trust that money will multiply in your life. The more you spend, you always feel that lack or money being unavailable. It shows up in relationships, in money, in a lot of areas of your life if you've got a father wounding, right? And then for men, men with a father wound will have trouble connecting to their own masculinity, trusting their own masculinity, and lean more to the feminine side of them because they don't know how to, maybe if they witness their father being abusive, narcissistic, or very overpowering masculine energy, they might be afraid to trust that side of them because of fear of hurting women. Maybe they saw their fathers hurting their mothers or their siblings or them, so they may be afraid of hurting other women, so they tend to be more on their feminine side and being and attracting women that play the masculine role. So this goes into we attract what we are. So for women, they end up attracting men with the more feminine side because you attract what you are, and the males attract women that are more playing the masculine role, right? So that's where you notice that you may have a father wound. Also, another thing that men end up doing is because they have this feminine, they're more leaning into their feminine energy. And mind you, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that this is a good or a bad thing. There's nothing wrong. It's actually beautiful for a man to tap into his feminine energy. But you find that men who have been wounded by their fathers, that father wound, tend to, because they're in their feminine energy, understand women more and be friend zone. They tend to get along more and feel safer with the divine feminine energy, right? With feminine energy, because they feel more comfortable because they didn't connect well with their father. So they tend to feel safer around women and they're more gentle. So women will see them more of a go-to person, a friend, right? So then they tend to get friend zoned, because remember that a woman sometimes needs that masculine energy. So that's where you need to balance the two. So that's why if you recognize these patterns within yourself, if this resonates with you, please, my details are below. Feel free to comment down below and contact me for coaching. I love to help people tap into their power. So it's important to nurture both sides, the divine masculine and divine feminine, and to balance the two. Okay, so I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. It's beautiful to tap into, for males to tap into their feminine energy, but it's also important for them to feel safe in their masculine energy. So if this resonates with you as a male, to feel safe in your masculinity, knowing that you can never be what you're not. The fact that you recognize and you're strong enough shows that you that you are safe to tap into your masculine energy. But I teach you how to do this. Even for the women, it's safe to tap into your feminine energy. So with my coaching, I help you see the pattern, heal your father wound. And yeah, so if you resonate with this, please like, comment, let me know where you're from. I'd love to hear your experience with this. And also, please like, subscribe. I will post a video up about how to recognize whether we have a mother wound for males and females. So thank you to all of you that have already liked and subscribed. I really appreciate the support. It does help me. So don't forget to, for the others, don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell icon so you don't miss anything. Sending you all so much love and namaste. Feeling safe in your masculine energy, you might struggle with this, right? So, on that note, for males and females, okay, if your father maybe never supported you, you may have trouble asking. If you didn't feel supported, you may have struggle with asking for help and being vulnerable, okay? And if you maybe experienced times when your father disapproved of you or made you feel like you're too much, you may struggle with being authentic or speaking your truth, okay? And also, if your father maybe was unavailable, you may struggle with feeling good enough or brushed you off, or you never really listened to you or disapproved of you. You may struggle with feeling good enough. So thank you guys for watching, and if you recognize any of this in your life and you may suspect you have a father wound and this video resonated with you, please book a coaching call with me. I would love to help you so that we can attract better, be better, and heal our masculine energy, right? Our father wound. So my details are below, and I will be posting up another video on how to recognize the feminine wound, our mother wound. And yeah, so stay tuned. Thank you to all of you that have liked and subscribed. For those of you that haven't, please like, subscribe, click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any content. And I appreciate all the support. Let me know where you're tuning in from. So, like, subscribe, click on the bell, don't miss any content. I'd love to hear where you're tuning in from, and I'd love to hear your experience in the comments below. Sending you all so much love, and thank you all for your support. Namaste.